Okay, so for part B, I've got the same thing except with a different sign. So 4 minus root 2. So in this case, because this is going to be a minus, I want to multiply it by 4 plus root 2. 4 plus root 2, top and bottom. Okay, so then we're going to end up with 4 plus root 2 on the top, 1 times those values. And on the bottom this time, notice we end up with the same thing as we did before. We've just, because we've swapped them around now, the signs. So we've got 16, take away 2, so we end up with 4 plus root 2 divided by 14. So that's the only difference there. Let's do part C. So for part C, we've got root 2 plus 2 and root 2 on the bottom. So in this case, we could kind of follow the same rule that we were using before, but where we're going to take this number here and times the top and bottom by the negative of this number. But of course, I think you agree with me, it's a bit silly multiplying it by minus there. So we don't need to put a minus in this case in front because there's no whole number here. Right? If you've done complex numbers, it's a bit like we're doing conjugates. So I'm going to times, in this case, this number here, top and bottom, and then that will get rid of my irrational number on the bottom. So root 2 times root 2 is 2, and then we've got 2 root 2, and then on the bottom I've got root 2 times by root 2, which is 2. I won't leave it like that because it obviously can be beautified a bit more. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 2 root 2 divided by 2 can become root 2. Part D, we've got root 2 plus 3, and we've got on the bottom 5 plus root 3. So I'm going to take this term here, 5 minus root 3, 5 minus root 3, top and bottom, so we can put a minus in front of the irrational number. Okay, so the bottom bit is easy to do, difference of two squares. We've got 25, take away 3. Okay, now on the top we've got quite difficult cross terms to deal with. So I've got 5 root 2, 5 times 3, so that's 15. That reminds me of something. Okay, so that's my 5's done. Now let's multiply by my minus root 3. So minus root 3 times root 2 becomes minus root 6. And then we've got minus 3 root 3. Okay, so 25 take away 3 becomes 22, and we'll leave it like that. And now part E. Okay, so part E, we are adding two thirds together, so we got 5 plus root 3 plus 3 root 5 plus 2 root 3. Let's look for common terms, so we've both got root 3's here. That isn't common with that, so take the integer one first. So that's going to give me 5. Then I've got some root 3 is common, so we've got one of them there and two of them there, so we've got 3 root 3, and then finally we've got 3 root 5. Okay, so now let's do f, and we're going to multiply here, so 5 plus root 3 multiplied by 3 root 5 plus 2 root 3. Okay, so we want to do 5 times this, so we've got 15 root 5, 5 times this, so we've got 10 root 3. Root 3 times that will give me plus 3 root 15. Root 3 times that gives me 3, so we've got 3 times 2 becomes 6. Right, so I'm going to leave my answer like that, but I should put my integer at the front. So we've got 6, and let's rearrange them so we go up in powers of up in root irrational number values. So 6 plus 10 root 3 plus 15 root 5 plus 3 root 15. Okay, so I'm going to leave the answers like that. If you had to go and use a calculator to solve these tasks, and which is fine, but that probably means that you're the kind of guy or girl that wants to be playing with the angles and not going hardcore on your maths.